Hey friends, Mike here. It is April 28th. We're going to do a quick little video. It's going to be a progression video, but we're going to make homemade raisin vinegar. I know that sounds crazy, doesn't it? But no, it's really good. This process is going to take about 60 days. So we'll do some videos in progression and I'll show you how it goes. Let's just talk about vinegar. What is vinegar? And I don't want to get too scientific on you, but it's pretty much water, flavor, and acid, right? Two steps. The first step of making vinegar is making alcohol. So basically the yeast is going to eat the sugars in the fruit and it's going to create alcohol. Pretty simple. Second step is converting that alcohol into acid. The way that happens is exposing it to air, and there's certain bacteria in the air that will convert that alcohol into acid and of course the flavor. Acetobacter is the actual bacteria that does that. It's all over the air. Now the cool thing about making a vinegar, we've all made apple cider vinegar or apple vinegar, but I like to use dried fruits because during the process you're going to be mixing this every day. It'll start to ferment. Probably around the 10th day you'll see bubbles, you'll see activity, you'll start to smell the alcohol. But I like to use dry fruits. I do use fresh fruits, but dried fruits I see less white mold. Process is simple. I want to talk about sanitizing. Even for canning, pickling, any kind of sanitizer, I use the one step. I'll put a link down below. Basically it's a powder you'll mix with water. Just read the instructions and you can just spray and you don't need a rinse. So I've already done this. I've sprayed all the tools that we're going to be using. So check out One Step. It's a great sanitizer. Of course, boiling your jars and equipment, you can do that as well too. Okay, half-gallon jar. I like to make a lot. I like to use these vinegars in salad dressing, slaws, cooking, stir fry. I'm going to go ahead and put 2 cups of raisins. My hands are washed thoroughly. You could use blueberries. You could use strawberries. You could use apricots, any kind of fruit, any kind of flavor that you want. Now, you don't have to add sugar. The natural sugar in the fruit will work. I do like my acidity levels to be higher, and I want more of that fermentation, that alcohol to create that acidity in vinegar. So I'm going to put a half a cup of sugar, organic. Now, another thing I want to talk about too is the water that you use. I use spring water. I don't use the tap water because, as we know, tap water will have chloride, fluoride, chlorine, all different kinds of things that will kill the activity in the process. So now we're going to go ahead and fill it, not all the way to the top, because there's going to be some activity. That's good right there. Now, one thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to stir your product, your vinegar, every day. I enjoy it. I think it's fun to kind of check on it and see what's going on. But your first stir, you need to really get it going and stir it really good. Okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in about 10 days and we're going to show you the activity. Now, let's just say if I was going to make a raisin wine. You would, in this case, use an airlock, basically a cap. They make those little ones that are made of rubber, so the vapors can come out, but the oxygen cannot come in. That would create alcohol. In this case, we're not doing that. We have made our own wine and stuff like that too. Oops. Okay, so that's stirred. So we want air to go through. This is a rag specifically for this. You could use a coffee filter. I've done that before. But you want to allow the air to come in. So I'm going to put this on. All right, we're going to put this in the cupboard in a nice dark spot. I'm going to go ahead and label it with today's date and what it is. Rasin Vin. Cool. So here in about 10 days, we'll be back and we'll continue this video. Hey guys, well, it's been about 8 days. It's been sitting here. I've been stirring it every day. Let's check it out. Let me get you closer in. Now it's been bubbling a little bit, but I've been stirring it every day. You can kind of see the raisins are floating to the top, which is fine. It's going to happen. That's why we have to stir it every day. You don't want any mold. Just kind of stir it a couple different directions. So we're at day 8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until day 12, and then I'm going to pull the raisins out and just keep it fermenting. So we'll be back then. Hey friends, Mike here. It is May 9th. Well, this is the end of our series for bunching onions. We have the fermented kimchi salad onions. I went ahead and pulled the glass out. There were some little floaters on top. I went ahead and just threw them out. You know, they're touching air, so you don't want to take that chance. Just loosely put the lid on, and we're going to put this in the fridge. I'm not going to eat it now because it's morning and I'm having coffee. But tonight we're having little salad cups with some chicken and vegetables, and we're going to put this on there and use it as a condiment. So hey, May 9th, we started end of December planting the bunching onions along with our regular onions, and it's been great. We've been harvesting these for months and enjoying them cooking, stir frying, just in general. So hey, I encourage you to go ahead and plant some bunching onions in pots, and just use them to enjoy with your meals. So hey, like, subscribe, and share with your friends, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Take care, happy gardening, God bless. Hey guys, we're back. It is May the 10th. We started our Rasin Vinegar April 28th, so it's been 12 days. Now today, I noticed that it stopped bubbling, so we need to remove the raisins. I'll probably add a little more sugar, and we'll go another 10 days, and then we'll come back and take a look. But let me get you in here closer. Okay, everything has been sanitized with our one-step. This is a chinois. I think every kitchen should have that. It's a really, really fine strainer. It's going to take a lot of those little particulates out. Stainless bowl. Again, everything's been sanitized. I'm just going to go ahead and pour the vinegar right in here. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the jar and I'm going to wash it, and then I'm going to sanitize it as well. So we'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to add a little more clean water, no tap water. You know, the raisins, they do provide the sugar needed to form the alcohol and then to form the vinegar. But we want to add some more sugar as well, because we want that to ferment even more, to create more alcohol, which is going to give us more acid for our vinegar. Again, I'm using organic sugar. I don't like the processed sugar. Just stir it up. Really good. Okay, so the sugar is added. It's all mixed in. We're going to go ahead and cover it with our cloth. Remember, we want to make alcohol and turn it into acid. So the raisins, they do provide natural sugar. However, if you just use a fruit, an apple, you're not going to get as high percentage of acid. I add organic sugar just to boost that alcohol level up to produce more acid. We're going to go ahead and cover this up. We're going to put it back in the cupboard for another 10 days. And then we're going to taste it. Now, another cool thing about this is you can use all different kinds of fruits. Strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, goju berries, which we're going to be growing here soon. You know, use it for salad dressings. Use it just to flavor some dishes up, stir fries. It's wonderful to have a cupboard full of all different kinds of your own homemade vinegar. So 10 days, we'll be back.